What's up guys, I'm Phoenix Master 1 and welcome back for some more Fire Emblem Heroes. So in this video I'm going to be discussing the upcoming Tempest trial and our upcoming free-to-play unit who's going to be young INNES, and we did get information on him, what his preferred weapon is, and this is pretty much going to be my first impression. Make sure you subscribe because I'm going to be covering young INNES in a full review the day Datamine comes out. So young INNES, we did see him in the trailer and his weapon is absolutely amazing. So he has got Bow of Freya, and this is a 14 might preferred weapon. It gives him -1 special trigger cooldown, which makes him a really great user of Glimmer, Moonbow, Ruptured Sky, any kind of 2-turn special, as you can use that with Time Pulse, and even without that, you can easily retaliate back with your special. So at start of combat, if he's above 25% HP, which is going to be really easy condition to meet, then he's going to be getting +6 attack and speed during the combat. And if the special triggers outside of the area of effect specials, he can deal 7 damage and neutralize the damage reduction skills. So this is essentially the Deadeye effect, well, pseudo Deadeye I would say, because Deadeye also doubles the damage dealt, so it doesn't really have that, but instead he gets the Vodao true damage, which is going to be +7, similar to Marissa's weapon Refine. And the fact that he can neutralize these kinds of damage reduction skills is extremely powerful, because damage reduction skills are the new thing of FEH. We even have someone like Legendary Claude who's absolutely insane, and it's really hard to bait him out because of his damage reduction from Fallen Star. And young INNES is basically a counter to that, a free-to-play counter to that. So this weapon is really stacked, giving you the -1 special trigger, the extra attack and speed, the +7 true damage, as well as the neutralization of the damage reduction skills. So everyone is going to be able to make really great use of him, because you just bless him with the Earth Blessing and use him as your Legendary Claude check basically in Arena Assault. Sadly, you could only use him in one game and not all of them, but still it's really amazing. So I'm really impressed with young INNES, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's one of the most built up Grail units in the entire game, because this preferred weapon is really solid and gives you an answer to the meta threat that is damage reduction skills. And this is all present on a free-to-play unit. You do not have to spend any kind of orbs, nothing. You just need to spend grails and you can plus and merge him. There's no random gacha luck involved, and you just love to see it, honestly. So he's a colorless bow infantry unit, and being an infantry unit means that he has got access to null follow-up, time pulse, and all of these infantry skills. And being colorless is extremely amazing because it means that he has pretty neutral matchups against most of the threats who do run these damage reduction skills. Just to give you a perspective, we have a lot of damage reduction. These are all of the damage reduction weapons that his bow neutralizes. And you can also add Duo Erika's duo skill into this when she comes out as well. So there are a lot of skills. Now, the thing is that on someone like Brave Edelgard, who has got such a high defense already, INNES might struggle to do damage depending on his attack stat, but for the most part, he's going to be able to cut through those damage reduction skills, which is extremely going to be amazing for these close call repel builds, these guard bearing builds, Fallen Star, Legendary Claude, which we see quite a lot, Arvan, which is present on Brave Ike, Eredbar on Legendary Dimitri, and also Ira's Blade getting that extremely amazing weapon refined recently. And we also did get Harmonic Mer with that really insane damage reduction, flat damage reduction weapon. So he is definitely going to be a really relevant free-to-play unit to invest into and merge up. And his special and other skills are not really all that great, and doesn't even have to be, because his job is done with the preferred weapon. And I don't think they want people to fodder off INNES as it is. So he has got Glimmer, which becomes a 1-turn special with his bow. He's got Sparrow 2, which Naysala already has, and he also has Distant Guard, which is already present on different units. So it's nothing really new when it comes to his fodder, but his preferred weapon is definitely something that you have to look out for. And if young Minerva is any kind of indication, then I think that he's going to be having a pretty good stat spread. He needs to have a lot of attack. That's the one thing that he needs, and I don't think we're going to be getting disappointed. I hope not. And his weapon does give him the extra attack as well, and the true damage, so that helps quite a lot. That is what you need for against these extremely bulky units. So attack is definitely one stat that you need. Speed is nice as well, and we know that he's going to be speedy because INNES throughout his different versions has been speedy, and this weapon also gives him extra speed. So attack and speed are going to be his main stats, and he's probably going to be focused a bit more on his resistance, but I really hope that he has got a balanced bulk where he doesn't have extremely low defense. Not having extremely low defense is going to be just allowing him to survive many combats with null follow-up against many of these meta threats. So that's my expectation out of young Innes's stat spread. Let me know what you think about young Innes and his Deadeye bow, pseudo Deadeye bow, in the comment section down below, because I am extremely excited, and most people are as well, because damage reduction skills are extremely annoying to face. They're really fun when you're using them yourself, but extremely annoying when you're facing them. And not to mention, we do have support units like Flame who can provide you the flat damage reduction, so like he's gonna be really relevant. Like I said, he's gonna be a Tempest Trial reward from April's Tempest Trial. Another thing to note is that young Innes is gonna be having more BST, so if he has 172 BST, then he can pretty much reach 175 BST after the first merge, which is not bad for a range unit, and that means that he can be an arena merge project, which is extremely good, and you can use him consistently in your arena core. Having any kind of range unit in your arena core makes arena matches so much easier, especially when it's someone like Innes who can cut through the damage reduction skills, and you're going to be facing a lot of those units who use those skills. So Innes is going to be a really good arena merge project, even if we do not get the colorless infantry duel 4 soon enough. Reaching 175 BST is still pretty good, as long as he is 172 BST. Even if he's 171 BST, as long as he has got some kind of super boon, he can still reach 175 BST and be a solid arena scoring option. So a lot of people, if you're trying to merge up a unit for arena, then like young Innes is going to be a really good answer to a lot of the arena annoying threats because of his like bow in general, because not only he can cut through the damage reduction, but the fact that he can get the extra offenses is really good for securing KOs, and you can pretty much retaliate back with something like Ruptured Sky, which is really sick. And if you run Blue Flame, then you can run Time Pulse and retaliate back with it, and that's like really good in arena purpose. So I just cannot see any place where young Innes would not be useful in the current state of the game. So extremely good free-to-play unit that we're getting, and I'm really happy for that. And the Sacred Seals that we're going to be getting out of this Tempest Trial is going to be Attack Defense Farm 1 and War Dragons. So War Dragons, you don't have to upgrade it, nothing. It's just one single Sacred Seal, which is really great. We have seen that before in Hone Beast and Hone Dragons as well. And War Dragons is present on 4-star Enna, who did appear in the ephemera pool. Fan of dragons, then you can like stack up War Dragons basically on like a tanky dragon and maybe have something like Dragon Wall. Of course, if you're running Dragon Wall, then watch out for young Innes, who has that pseudo Deadeye weapon. And Attack Defense Farm is definitely a really good skill to see as a Sacred Seal, because honestly these farm skills are not that good for Slotty. They are pretty much outclassed by Unity skills. Unity skills are just much better, especially Attack Defense Unity. So Attack Defense Farm can be a pretty good Sacred Seal if you're running weapons and units that like to stay near their allies. An Owl Tone weapon user can definitely make use of this Attack Defense Farm Sacred Seal. Not to mention, in arena, this could definitely be used quite well. Far save and save units in general are a pretty good user, and you do get +7 attack and defense if you have 3 allies within 2 spaces. So this farm skill will have its use. It's not the best one, but it's definitely much better used as a Sacred Seal than it is on slot A. And it's a shame that it's still locked to like Evil, I think. It's not a like 4-star available skill really. So it's definitely a pretty good defensive option because farm skills are much better used in the enemy phase, so you can use these on your tanks as well, and it will give you a bit more power than Attack Defense Bond if you do have all 3 allies within 2 spaces. So I'm really excited to see the stat spread of young Innes, and I'm definitely going to be making a full unit review whenever he comes out. And if you did enjoy this video, then make sure to share this video with your friends who are fans of Innes or just are tired of facing damage reduction skills. Young Innes is going to be a breath of fresh air. And I want to thank all of my team members for their constant support. If you enjoyed, then please be sure to leave a like and a comment. Helps me tremendously, and be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell, because YouTube sub boxes are about as functional as Legendary Claude when initiating against young Innes. So that's it, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.